Tune into Community Radio Hamilton for live election night coverage on the You Choose 2010 election special from 6 p.m. Saturday, October 9th.
Welcome. Community Radio Hamilton brings you the Indepth election special for the Waikato Times Mayoral Forum. I'm Janine Forlong, and tonight we will meet and hear from Hamilton City's mayoral candidates. First up, they will talk about their plans for the city, and later there'll be questions from the floor.
So tonight we're going to ask each mayoral candidate to address you guys, the voters and the ratepayers. They will get 2 minutes to have their say, unencumbered I might add, so please no heckling from the floor at that stage. And after that we'll go into some quick fire questions and they'll have 1 minute each to answer those questions, and then after that we'll take some questions from the audience. On my right I have my very able assistant, Mr. Richard Walker. Richard's the timekeeper tonight. And he's got a wee bell there, which he'll be ringing to make sure that our candidates stay on track. So I think it's only right and proper to ask our current mayor, Mr. Bob Simcock. I know that, Bob. I know who you are. To kick things off. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you very much, Roger. Ladies and gentlemen, this election is about more than our personal ambitions. It's about substance. It's about developing a great city. I stood for council 6 years ago with the goal of stopping the infighting that had been the nature of our council for a number of years prior to that. Since that time I've delivered forward-looking professional leadership, and the city has prospered. And the city has prospered in that time, ladies and gentlemen. We've also in that period transformed the reputation of this city from being a city that was seen, I guess, by some people, and Paul Henry and Breakfast Program would be one of those, as something as a one-line gag. Since that time, in fact, the reputation has changed to one of genuine interest and genuine respect throughout the country. But tonight we're dealing with an election, and all of the people who are sitting here beside me believe that they can do a better job of running the city than I can. And that's the democratic process, ladies and gentlemen. That's the democratic process. But the question is, are they genuinely ready? Julie Hardacre has said to us that the future of this city is water taxis and rail links to the university, ladies and gentlemen. But if she was aware of the Heart study that was published in 2005, she would fully understand that both of those proposals are guaranteed to fail. Now, the problem here is not that she has it wrong. The problem here is that she doesn't have enough experience in local government to know that she's wrong. In recent times, we have been working with the government to develop a local government debt vehicle. And I'd challenge the candidates who are sitting here tonight to explain that to us, to tell us why it's so important to the city and what the critical success factors for that would be. To talk to us about the development contributions regime and the challenges that exist with that regime. And to talk about the risks that the city faces with the future-proof process and how they would manage those risks. These are the issues that I deal with every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Bob. Your time
is up. If anybody is not aware of those issues, they are not prepared to govern the city.
I've drawn next. Well, good evening. It's really nice to see you all here tonight, and I'm Roger Hennerbry. So what if you elect me as mayor? What will I bring? As well as a new team, I bring you 9 years' experience on council. I'm not an apprentice. You already know that I'm not afraid to speak out on community issues. And for the next 3 years, I'll roll up my sleeves and work for you to create a better, safer, and more dynamic Hamilton for you and your family by working closer with the police to introduce preventative measures to reduce violence and antisocial behaviour. I will get tough on taggers. At a cost of over $500,000 a year, we must stop this. Painting the same wall over again doesn't make sense to me. We need to catch these vandals. I want to expand the council buy local policy and keep Hamilton working. We can do better. These things that are done out of town are the city news printed in Auckland, rate bills printed and sent from Auckland, and Garden Care, Christchurch Council. We can do better. Hamilton needs change. This election is the most important election of our times. Without change, Hamilton's next step is super debt. If we do not keep Hamilton developing, then this super debt belongs to me and you. Let's celebrate shopping at the base and encourage a new point of difference in the CBD. Development will lessen the burden on you, the ratepayer. It will take innovation. I am prepared to diversify, creating conditions and incentives for redevelopment in the CBD to bring back the city's heart. And let's get back to basics, affordability of rates. This concerns people like me and you, your parents, my parents, everyone. That's my team's pledge to keep rates to the CPI for the next 3 years.
Thank you, Roger. Your time is up.